Do you believe that cultural integration is an important aspect for growth, harmony, and peace? I used to hear about this terminology, global village, that we are all living in a global village, that globalization has taken place, the technology is doing the marathon, people are moving from one place to another. I didn't realize the meaning quite late, that what does it actually mean. I'm going to share in my perspective that what does cultural adjustment mean, and what are the few ways we can create this cultural adjustment so that we can create prosperity. Many years before, when I moved to Thailand from India, it was a big change for me. First, I was in a village setting. Then I moved to a bigger city, Mumbai. Then from Mumbai to another country, Thailand. So these were all calling for a lot of adjustments for me. So I remember the first day when I arrived in Thailand, it was 4:30 or 5 in the morning. It was a very smooth flight. I arrived very nicely. Then as soon as I checked in, because of the travel and all those things, what was going on, packing, unpacking, etc., I was feeling a little thirsty. So I went to the reception and I asked, can I have some water, please? And 5 minutes, 10 minutes passed by. Water didn't come. Then I again went, ma'am, I'm a little thirsty. Can I have some water? Again, the same story. Then I thought that let me show it through my body language. And I said, ma'am, can I have some water, please? And after some time, in a very nice plate, a beautiful glass came in. It was chilled Singha beer. Instead of having hot tea, I had nice beer that morning. I won't say it is a shock, but that was the first experience of moving from one place to another place. Many companies, many joint ventures, in spite of having best technologies, strategies, winning strategies, marketing, etc., they fail because of this one dimension, because there is no cultural integrity. One company I remember who moved from India to Europe, they were all very strong, they knew what to do and all those things, but it didn't work. It failed. In Asian countries, if you will agree, or if you have traveled there, you will know that if there are 10 people and if there is an authority kind of a person within that 10 people, the rest of the people will not speak out much. But that's not the case with Canada or USA. Their people will express themselves well. The things will be different again in Europe, and that too, different countries of Europe will be different. UK, Spain, Italy, France, they will all do in a different way. And this goes again if it is in Japan, or if it is in China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Korea, Vietnam, all these things will go in a different way. Or Middle Eastern countries, or Africa, Turkey, all these countries. So I'm not telling here that this is good or this is bad. Many people keep on telling that I didn't like this country, I didn't have this good feeling about that. So I can completely understand that what they're actually going through. One point of time I remember, I was in USA and the negotiation was not very pleasant kind of a negotiation, and I was in the receiving end. So the gentleman I met, he said almost 10 times that my way or the highway. Sometimes it came in an explicit sentence and sometimes not, but the meaning was this, that my way or the highway. So belonging from Asia, I didn't know how to deal with that situation. But somehow I mastered the courage, and I told that gentleman, look, I will try to see that if this problem can be solved in your way, the way you want. And if it is not, I will just walk out from this place, and we will see what to do. But can you give me 5 minutes time? That helped a lot. The first thing to me is this overlapping of beliefs. What do I mean by this? When we get conditioned or we grow in a place, we live for a longer time, we develop certain beliefs around us. That becomes our worldview. And we start believing that this is the best belief of the world. So the first thing is being aware that this belief, there is no reason to disrespect. We should hold it. At the same time, we do not have a right to say that the people on the other country, in the other country or other place or other environment, their beliefs are not correct, or they should not have their beliefs. So this is the first understanding. People say that we must accept, there should be patience, we should be tolerant. I think it doesn't work that way. But if we start overlapping our belief system, it gives a much better result in a quicker way. Overlapping means, first of all, our belief, whatever we have, see how much it is expanding towards other cultures' belief. And then you see that how much can be truly overlapped. And it will not happen overnight. But with a conscious effort for a few weeks or few months, you will see that there is a harmony, and it will be much easier to work. So from that experience of Thailand, I lived up to 14 years almost, and I love the country, honestly, because many people have different notions about Thailand when they go. They feel that it is a country of prostitution or this, that, all those things. I noticed Thailand from a different perspective, and I saw that the people are so nice, so beautiful across the level, and they have truly this. I call it. They have the Buddha in their DNA. Yeah, they're so nice. Probably this is the one best country I like amongst all the countries I have traveled. So that is the first thing. And second is very simple, is the language. Means if the country is, we are lucky if the people are talking the same language we speak, especially English. I studied in my mother tongue till grade 12. So my English is also not great, but I can still communicate. And if it is a country which speaks English, it is much better. But if it is not, then probably learning the language, at least the basics, it takes hardly 3 months or 4 months. For me, it took almost 8-9 months, but my wife picked it up much faster. So we learned how to speak Thai. That even helped us. And third thing is about the language and meeting with the people, the local people more. Because most of the time what happens, expatriates, they try to make a cluster amongst themselves. And even within these expatriates, there is subgroups with a particular. So that probably we have to do, but it has to be expanded in a way for quicker integration. So this is true for personal life and also for the business and joint ventures, both this cultural integration, which is utterly important. My brief introduction, my name is Shama Prasad Goswami. After 28 years of global corporate journey, and with increasing responsibilities and ranks, there was a point of time I thought that I must share the experiences of my businesses and the whatever I have done in my life. And from this travel, the cultural aspects, if I can tell people, probably that will be much more beneficial. I am father of 2 adorable daughters, married to a lovely woman who is very well supported. And I have a love of the Himalayas for some because it gives me a new perspective altogether. First of all, the vastness of Himalaya actually mesmerizes me, and the second is that people Whenever I go, I see that people do not have so much the rest of the world is having, but they are very happy. They are very self-contented people. So that really makes me gives me a new perspective. And another thing is that I get a chance to live like a monk, not being a monk, like a monk. At least I can live there for some time. That I enjoy too much.